I am Herman Cain, and I'm running for President of the United States of America. I normally don't have notes, but in this case, I wanted to make sure that I didn't miss any points that I needed to cover today. Secondly, I chose to address these accusations directly rather than try to do it through a series of continuous statements or spokespeople, because that's the person Herman Cain is to take my message directly to the people. With respect to the most recent accusation, I have never acted inappropriately with anyone, period. I saw Ms. Allred and her client yesterday in that news conference for the very first time. As I sat in my hotel room with a couple of my staff members, as they got to the microphone, my first response in my mind and reaction was, I don't even know who this woman is. Secondly, I didn't recognize the name at all. The time that she referenced was during the time that I was the CEO and president of the National Restaurant Association. It's headquartered in Washington, D.C., where about 150 workers work. And we have about 150 people in Chicago, where she said she worked for our educational foundation. I tried to remember if I recognized her, and I didn't. I tried to remember if I remembered that name, and I didn't. The charges and the accusations I absolutely reject. They simply didn't happen. They simply did not happen. You know, for decades, the American people have wanted a businessman in the White House and not just another politician. Because for decades, all that the politicians have been doing is just kicking the can down the road, trim a little bit here, trim a little bit there, when America's biggest problems simply got worse. Well, a businessman by the name of Herman Cain stepped forward. Here I am. But I know from the American people that I have talked with and I have spoken with over the past several months, we are not going to allow Washington or politics to deny me the opportunity to represent this great nation. And as far as these accusations causing me to back off and maybe withdraw from this presidential primary race, ain't gonna happen. Because I'm doing this for the American people and for the children and the grandchildren. And I will not be deterred by false, anonymous, incorrect accusations. America believes that Washington is broken. America believes that our system of getting elected is broken. In part, it is. But in another part, it's not. As long as we have decency and honesty in the electoral process, it will work. But when we allow deceit and false accusations to rule the day and distract us, that part is broken. 9 days ago, the media started to beat me up covering anonymous accusers. And then yesterday, another accuser came forth, identified herself, went on TV, and made some other allegations. Was it tough last week? Yes. Has it been tough the last couple of days? Yes. But you see, that's one thing about Herman Cain that I think a lot of the American people know, and that is just because it's tough is no reason for me not to do what I feel like I have to do. And because of what the American people have said to me during these turbulent times, we will get through this. We will get through this. The fact is, these anonymous allegations are false, and now the Democrat machine in America has brought forth a troubled woman to make false accusations, statements, many of which exceed common sense. And they certainly exceed the standards of decency in America. I have been married for 43 years to my wife, Gloria. 43 years I've been married to my wife. After watching that press conference yesterday, I called her and I said, "Sweetheart, did you see it?" She said, "Yes." I said, "What did you think?" And my wife said, and this is a direct quote, "I have known you for 46 years because we were engaged for 2 years. That doesn't even sound like anything that you would ever do to anyone." Sexual harassment accusations are serious. And respect for women and all people that I have worked with or people that have worked for me over the years has been a top priority with respect to me. Now, my family fully supports my candidacy, and they know the man that I am. They've been with me all of their lives, my kids. They know who I am. They know the man that I am. However, I ask that the media not drag my family into this. They're not running for president. Some members of your profession have even stalked my family members, calling members of my family and extended family members. I ask you as professionals to direct your questions, your criticisms toward me, not my family. My reputation is something that I've worked over 40 years to build up. I have managed many entities, many companies. I have managed organizations with thousands and thousands and thousands of employees. And now that I'm running for the highest office in the land, the accusation, some anonymous, some not so anonymous, are now coming to light. This is not a surprise. It was expected. But I will vigorously defend my reputation because I will not allow false accusations to compromise or in any way shed badly on my character and my integrity. And this is why I've decided to address these issues directly and forthrightly. I will repeat, I have never acted inappropriately with anyone, period. And these accusations that were revealed yesterday simply did not happen.